Please welcome to the stage Senior Vice President, North America at Monet Global, Marsha Coda, and Senior Manager, Sales Education, Special Events and Recognition at Mary Kay Cosmetics, Isabelle Bosset.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Direct Sellers Day 2022 Gala Event and Award Ceremony. My name is Marsha Coda from Monet Global, a proud DSA Canada member company, and I am honored to be your MC today along with Isabelle Bosset from Mary Kay Cosmetics. Hi, Isabelle.
Bonjour, Marsha, and big welcome to everyone, en particulier notre communauté francophone à travers le pays. Bien que l'événement aujourd'hui sera présenté en anglais, je vous encourage fortement à participer dans le chat de ce Facebook Live et à encourager vos collègues et vos amis finalistes. Visitez également le site web de l'Association de vente directe du Canada pour obtenir des ressources complètes en français sur la journée des conseillers en vente directe, y compris le questionnaire sur le code d'éthique et les outils pour les réseaux sociaux.
We have a great audience right here of award finalists, industry participants, DSA member company representatives, and supporters here in the room with us in Toronto. Can our live audience make some noise?
We also welcome an audience across Canada and around the world on Facebook Live. It is great to have you with us, and we hope that you really enjoy spending the next hour with us. The comments section is open, so let us know about your direct selling story.
Direct Sellers Day is an annual celebration to help raise awareness of the direct selling opportunity across Canada. It's led by DSA Canada and its members, and it allows direct sellers and their independent sales consultants to share their personal success, stories, and achievements, helping Canadians to better understand the key benefits of direct selling. It's personal is the theme for today's event, and for me, it truly is personal. I started in this amazing world of direct selling 25 years ago when I purchased a starter kit with a company called Pampered Chef. I just had my first son. I was painfully shy and only planned on doing enough home parties to earn my kit for free. 8 years and 800 parties later, I had built an incredible team and experienced how this business changes lives, the first one being my own. I loved the feeling of personal success, but even more than that, I loved teaching others the skills I had learned and watched them obtain success for themselves and for their families. I made a bold move to the corporate side, and since then have immersed myself in all things behind the scenes that support people just like you, our independent sales consultants who show, share, and sell our products, and an incredible opportunity to so many.
Over the next hour, we are excited to welcome some inspirational speakers from Canada's direct selling community. We will also announce the winners of the prestigious Direct Sellers Day Awards for Canada's independent sales consultants. We can't wait to celebrate their success and the achievements of all of our award finalists, many of whom are with us in the room.
Before we begin, help us make Direct Sellers Day a success by participating in any of the following activities. Share your It's Personal story using the customizable tools available on DSA Canada's website, dsa.ca, and tag DSA Canada using the hashtags #DSD2022, #It'sPersonal, and #DSA Canada. Also, take the DSA Canada Code of Ethics quiz to receive a quiz completion certificate, which you can share on your socials today. And don't forget to make some noise and cheer on our award winners by showing them some love in the Facebook comment section on your screen. To thank you for your participation, we will be giving away 4 $200 Visa gift cards to 4 random individuals who participate in any of these activities today. For those posting on social media, remember to tag DSA Canada and use the hashtags on your screen. For full contest rules and regulations, please visit the DSA Canada websites. Winners of the gift cards will be announced tomorrow.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce the first of our speakers today, representing Canada's independent sales consultant. Nancy O'Donnell is Ontario Provincial Leader at Senegence International and is passionate about both her products and her people. Please join me in welcoming Nancy to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Yes? Awesome. I'm going to start a little timer for myself. First off, I want to say hello and welcome to this afternoon's celebrations. I'm sure that you're all excited like I am that we get a day to bring together people to encourage and inspire those who want to know more about our direct selling careers. I'm honored to have been invited to be a speaker today, and I'd like to share that I also have a 25-year plus career in international marketing and print and publishing. And peppered throughout there was direct sales. So I would like to let you know that I'm a mom of a beautiful, musically gifted daughter, Megan, who's sitting over there, and married to my husband of 22 years, Jerry. And the reason that I introduce them is because they are also part of my business. I enjoy being part of the direct selling community as a business owner as well as a consumer. I'm sure as most of you probably already have the same thing happening in your house. My cupboards are filled with Pampered Chef, Tupperware, steeped tea, and also things like 31 bags. I'm sure there's lots more. I guess I could probably say my business started in direct selling when I was 12. My mom, who was a single mom of 6 children, she loved and was passionate about Tupperware. And I do remember sitting with her, helping her package her Tupperware. So when your parents are inspired to promote something like direct sales, you grow up knowing this is a good thing, and it provided for our family. So today I want to thank DSA for all that they do for us to support us as entrepreneurs in Canada in business. And I'm going to share how my direct sales career personally has grown because of my family, our business culture, and becoming the leader you wish to attract. So in June 2017, my daughter wanted to purchase our Lip Sense starter collection, and she was too young to sign up to be a distributor, so I signed up so that she could share the products with her musical theater friends. Little did I know that very soon I was going to personally fall in love with all the products, and my passion started overflowing and sharing with my friends. I began developing a team, and soon our family Senna adventures began as we started bringing Senagent's opportunity and products to local events, women's shows, markets, fairs, pop-up shops, and everywhere we could meet people to share our business opportunity as well as our products. With my daughter now off to college, I did want to note, or university, she goes to the University of Toronto, that not only does the DSA support us to provide a code of ethics for our businesses, for people to see that we're reputable entrepreneurs, but the DSEF has a scholarship that supports young people in university, and my daughter Megan was a recipient of the scholarship 2 years ago. So my consultative approach and my servant heart is the true backbone to my business. I really believe in professionalism and taking care of your customers, that they're treated with respect and fairness and integrity. And this combined together will develop for you, as it has for me, into a business that cultivates the business that cultivates loyalty and improved productivity. Word of mouth is phenomenal for us, and as we all know, when you treat people the way that they need to be treated, you're going to have a sustainable business that addresses the needs of your customers and yourself as you grow in your business. So knowledge is the key when you want to address your customers' needs. First of all, in our business, I love recognition. I earn everything I possibly can with the company. This is not about me, but I will share briefly some of the amazing awards that I've received through Senagents. I have attained #1 sponsor, #1 sales. One of the biggest thrills for me was our company does an Acclaim magazine once a year, and they feature 6 distributors in the world. And 2 years ago, they featured me for Canada, and I was completely overwhelmed and humbled. And it was about the business that I share with my family. I've also attained my most important recognition with the company. It's called Miss Senna Synergy. It's somebody who loves to empower and inspire others and help them grow in their business. And I take it to heart that I love to help everybody, not just those financially linked. So for the last 4 years, out of the 5 that I've been with Senegence, I have been nominated and actually awarded 2 of the 4 years as their annual Canadian Miss Senna Synergy. So it's close and dear to my heart that is my number 1 recognition that I absolutely love. So when you have knowledge, you can also present opportunities to your customers that they may not be aware of. I became Elite Certified Makeup Artist with Senegence and also Skin Profiling Expert. So my customers have come to know that I love to help them pick the products that work for them and the opportunities that are important for them. And being the leader that you want to attract for other people involves helping people 100% believe in the opportunity that our business can support whatever their personal needs are. Some people join direct sales because they want a little extra income. Some because they want flexibility to stay home, they're a new mom. Or maybe they're incentive driven and they love to travel. Or they just want to have some companionship. Whatever the need, as a direct sales entrepreneur, we can present to them the opportunity that will match that need. It's just a matter of us understanding and listening to how we can help entrepreneurs in Canada. I have a personal team in Canada and the US, as well as in Mexico, and I believe that we go above and beyond. I use translators to speak French, to speak Spanish, you name it, whatever it is. I want to help women when they want to be helped. Within 6 months of starting our business, we began training. We didn't have any physical training in Canada at the time, so we began training here in Ontario, and that led to me becoming a provincial, a regional, national, and international trainer with the company. And I can tell you that in 2019 was when I secured my role as Ontario Provincial Leader, and I love that more, not because of the title, but because it gives me an opportunity to utilize and motivate and encourage all of these other women who are not directly impacted in my business organization, but I get to help share with them to motivate and encourage them to be all that they can be as well. So I'd like to thank the DSA Canada actually for their support of entrepreneurs, because without them, we don't have a central area for our code of ethics. It's very important to me that I have built my business on that fairness and that integrity to help customers actually understand that it is their business, it is their needs that I'm addressing, and not that I'm just pushing something at them that is something that I want to sell. For those who are watching at home, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank those who are my clients, those who are on my team. I would like to help anybody who is interested in a business to understand that when I started my business, I had no idea that I was starting a business for my daughter's ability to have makeup for her musical theater performances, and we are building a beauty empire. I'm so thankful, each and every woman who are on my retail business and my team. I could not be here without you. I want to thank Randy Paris, who's our Canadian Operations Manager. He makes our Senegence business turn. I have discovered how helping women with a simple thing such as choosing the right lipstick shade can change their lives in so many ways. When you wake up in the morning and you put on a lipstick and you feel beautiful and you feel confident and you leave your house ready to conquer the world, there's nothing that's going to hold you back. And that's just something as small as a lipstick. I'd like to thank all of you entrepreneurs who are utilizing the direct sales. And in case you aren't aware, there are over 1.3 million of us entrepreneurs who are out there networking and encouraging people to do business with us, sharing together, supporting each other. Just thank you, everybody. All 1.3 million of you, you are making a difference in the Canadian economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. No, it's incredible. The more you know, the more you grow. And you can tell she has a passion for the products, the industry, for entrepreneurs, for making a difference. And so many lives have been impacted because of that. Thank you, Nancy, for sharing with all of us. We have some more inspiring independent sales consultants coming up later in today's event. But right now, with the first of our award presentations, please welcome to the stage, to the Direct Sellers Day stage, Regional General Manager for Canada and Europe at USANA Health Science, a DSA member company, and also my friend, Tracy Kanzora.
All right, well, a great big hello to everyone here in the room. How is everybody doing today? Good. I know, I'm loving the energy, and so awesome to see so many familiar faces. And a great big hello out there to our Facebook Live attendees as well. I got to say, it was so great. Thank you, Nancy, for that story. It was just so inspirational, and there's just so many more stories that we're going to hear about and from other entrepreneurs. So a big thank you as well to everyone involved at the Direct Sellers Association, including our staff, our board members, and other volunteers that really made today a reality. So appreciated. It is now my great pleasure to announce the winners of 2 of our Direct Sellers Day Awards for our independent sales consultants. Now, we had a record number of nominations for our awards in 2022, so a big thank you to all of our participating companies and nominees across all of our award categories. Now, our first award category is the Mark of Distinction Award. Now, this is a Lifetime Achievement Award, which recognizes an ISC, an independent sales consultant, with over 5 years of experience who has made consistent, outstanding contributions to the success of their team and their company. They uphold the values of trust and integrity, which we know is so important in our business. And as well, they've continued to be a leader who inspires others and continue to achieve their utmost potential. Now, on the screen, you will see a list of previous winners of the Mark Distinction Award. Please recognize them with a great big round of applause. Look at all those names up there. And now it is my pleasure to announce the finalists for this year's Mark of Distinction Award. Are you ready? All right. So first of all, we have Camilla Eves from Arbonne. Woo-hoo! Guylaine Dufour from Mary Kay. Karen Edwards of Avon. Nancy O'Donnell from Senegence. And Sandra Walper of Immunitech. Woohoo! Let's give them all one great big round of applause for all of our nominees. And now I am very delighted to announce the winner of the 2022 DSA Canada Mark of Distinction Award is, are you ready? I do believe I have an envelope right here. I do believe I need to make sure I have the right envelope right here. All right, let's see. And the winner is Karen Edwards from Avon. Come on up here, Karen. Congratulations. And I just wanted to share a little bit about Karen. I'm going to invite her to come on over here and say a little something. But Karen has been an ambassador for the Canada's direct selling industry since she began her Avon journey 20 years ago. Who would know? Her passion for this business is fueled by helping others succeed in the achievement of their dreams. Simply put, there is no one like Karen. She's unique, bold, and charismatic, not to mention a consistent top performer. So congratulations, Karen. Come on over here. Did you want to say a few words? Wonderful. Do you want me to? Here, let me hold this for you.
Take this
I'll
weapon.
take this. I will take this weapon for you.
Well, that was a surprise, and I am very honored. I'm a crier. I love my business. I love reaching out and helping other people. And I think that looking around this room, I was so impressed with how many young women we have in this room. You know, it's Avon is 136 years old, I'm not that old, but but you know, we are an iconic company, Avon is, right? And I'm very proud of Avon. And but it's so nice to see the younger women getting into this industry, helping customers, helping their families. It has it being about personal things that have helped us personally. This business has blessed my family personally. The experiences, the travel, the gifts, the empowerment, the growth, all of the benefits that we have in this industry is just such a huge blessing. And I'm very grateful for this award, so thank you.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Karen, again on an amazing achievement. So exciting. I love doing this so much. So our second award is the Rising Star Award. Now, the Rising Star Award recognizes an emerging ISC within their first 5 years of involvement within direct sales who exhibits tremendous potential. They have recorded demonstrable growth in the direct selling industry and have positively impacted both their team and their company. This is the first year for this award, which makes it so exciting. So it is now my honor to highlight the amazing finalists for this year's Rising Star Award. Are you ready? All right. They are Karine Goyer-Gendron of Tokara, Carly Pynchon of Arbonne, Laura Baldwin of She's Got Legs, Sam Clark and Jade Horinga of Monate, and Shannon Smith from Avon. So, yeah, let's give another big round of applause for our nominees and our finalists. And the winner of the 2022 DSA Canada Rising Star Award is, let's see. Exciting. I'm glad they didn't put too much glue on these. All right. Our Rising Star recipient for this year is Sam Clark and Jade Horinga from Monate. All right, come on up here, ladies. They look pretty excited. Very exciting. Well, they're getting their goodies over here, so their awards. Let me just share a little bit about them both. So Sam and Jade have risen up together at Monate. Nothing like working together. By working together and across lines, and they truly embody what the direct selling industry represents. They both joined Monate in October 2019 for different reasons, and through working together, sharing ideas, and teaching others how to succeed, they too have succeeded. Both have achieved so much together and independently within their 3 years together, and people are definitely watching these two ladies, learning from them and cheering them on. So again, congratulations, ladies. Would you like to say a few words? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we were not expecting this. Like, it's weird when it actually happens. Okay, so just a little backstory. Sam and I are not on the same team. She's not my upline. We have no relation to each other. We met on a company-wide trip, and we bonded, and we realized we had a lot in common. We both joined the same month. We got our Cadillac the same month. Just so much in common, so we were like, do you want to work together? She's like, yeah. And so we did, and we started this amazing bond. We did team trainings together, which led to corporate-wide Canada team trainings. And it's really just been the most amazing experience, and I wouldn't be where I am without her. So I love you, and I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for you, and I am humbled and grateful for this award. This is crazy. But Sam, I'll let you speak.
I don't really know how I'm going to follow that, but I guess what I want to say is that I think through a couple years of really challenging times, I think that we've all kind of gone through a difficult couple years. I think a lot of people looked at maybe what was missing in their business, and instead of maybe looking at what was missing, Jade and I kind of really looked at where was the opportunity, where could we grow, and where could we really lean into our strengths together and really use this time as a way to thrive instead of just survive. And I think that what's really cool is, as you said, we don't benefit from each other's businesses in the sense of volume and numbers and that kind of stuff, but I think when you put two people together that are truly really wanting to make the next generation of direct sales better and brighter for the future, magic can happen. And I truly think that this is just like the most insane thing ever. I wouldn't want to celebrate this with anyone but Jade. And I'm just excited to see where we go next and what's next for Mon8. So thank you so much. This is insane.
Congratulations again, Sam and Jade. We just wish you continued success and great things for the future.
Congratulations, ladies! Félicitations à nos gagnantes, à toutes nos finalistes et nominés. Quel beau moment pour chacune d'entre vous et pour notre industrie. If you're watching at home, don't forget to take the DSA Canada Code of Ethics quiz to receive a quiz completion certificate, which you can share on your socials today. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the second of our inspiring speakers for our sales consultant community. Alex Trimble, Executive National Vice President at Arbonne International. Please welcome Alex to the stage.
Can you hear me? Okay, great. I just want to say thank you so much to the DSA for putting on this amazing event today and for having me speak. And Helena of Arbonne, thank you so much to our amazing general manager for clearly being part of the reason why I'm here today. And I just got really emotional, Sam and Jade, when you guys got your award. I was sitting there beside Camilla, who's my sponsor, and I was like, oh, I'm crying, and I'm going up next. Watching you too, it was very beautiful. Congrats to Karen as well, but I don't know, something has come over me. It's being in a room with everyone, it's being together again, and then I saw this in the back when I was waiting to go up, and I was like, you guys gotta get a picture together with this. Okay, so thank you again for having me. I'm so excited to be here and share my story in the direct selling network marketing industry and with Arbonne. So I started my business 13 years ago. When I moved to Toronto, and I was an aspiring actor. And so I had an apartment in Chinatown, I had a bar job, and I had a talent agent, and I was going to make it big. That was my plan. And after a few years of working very long nights at a bar, 4 or 5 nights a week until 4 o'clock in the morning most times, at the age of 23, my sparkle was gone. And I was like, what is happening? I can't do this forever. And I just started to think there's gotta be a way that I can pursue what it is that I'm passionate about without having to go get a 9-to-5 job, because there's no way with a 9-to-5 job I could be going to auditions. But to be honest, because I was just doing what everyone else was doing, I just thought that all actors had bar jobs or took, little side jobs. I dressed up as a potato at an event once and handed out for McCain. I handed out yogurt samples at a women's show. I was doing little side jobs and working at a bar to make ends meet so that I could go to auditions. Long story short, Camilla Eves, who's my upline, introduced me to Arbonne, and growing up, she was my idol in the entertainment industry. So you can imagine at 23 years old, when I found out that my idol in the entertainment industry was selling skincare, I was like, well, great. My career is, if she's no longer as a working actor, what's in it for me? But I ended up taking a meeting with her to talk about the business opportunity, and I left really intrigued. And then I did what I think we often do. I went and spoke to a friend who told me that I shouldn't do Arbonne. And I was like, you are right. 2 bartenders, no business experience, making intense business decisions together. And then I spoke to my parents, who both were very supportive of me giving the industry, doing a little bit more research on the industry. And it was my dad who said to me, listen, I know that this industry has a lot of validity, and I feel like you're saying no, and you don't know what you're saying no to. So I did my research. I decided to jump in, and, I will say my results aren't average. So, if you want to know more, go to earnings.arbonne.com. We all know. I'm not average, but I also believe none of us are average. So, yeah. So I went to one of my first Arbonne events, and I saw women, great, wonderful, awesome women, doing big things with Arbonne. And it wasn't to downplay what they were doing, but I was like, okay, if they can do this, I can do this. And I immediately was like, I want to be one of those. I want to be I want to be a national vice president. And 14 months into my business, I got myself to a place through very, very hard, consistent work where I was able to say goodbye to all of my Joe jobs. The owner of the bar that I worked at had actually bet me $1,000 that I was never going to get my Mercedes with, at the time, what he said was a cleaning company. He didn't read the information I'd given him about Arbonne. So on February 1st of 2011, when I did go and pick up my Mercedes and trade in my old vehicle, I drove my Benz to the bar and I handed in my resignation and my lease agreement, and no joke, the man had a check for $1,000 waiting in his suit pocket for me. Because, first of all, he was very good on his word, and second of all, I told everyone where I was going, and everyone knew. And I still look back on that story, and I'm still so proud of it, because in a time when a lot of people, said to me, it's not going to work, this is really strange, I don't think you could do it, I stuck with it. And when I started my business, I did it for me back then, and now I do it, and I look at my family and my husband, and I'm so grateful that I went ahead and I did this scary thing that was a little bit out of my comfort zone, because at the end of the day, it's created the life for me that I always knew and believed that I deserved. It just came in a bit of a different package. So I should tell you that I met my husband at a Discover Arbonne presentation that I was hosting almost 8 years ago. And then he proposed to me on our National Vice President Leadership Retreat in Maui with all my Arbonne friends around. Camilla's husband actually filmed it, so we have the whole proposal recorded. So Arbonne has changed my life in more ways than just these sorts of opportunities. And I always say, if it weren't for Arbonne is the biggest blessing in my life, because if it weren't for Arbonne, I wouldn't have my biggest blessings. My husband, my 2 beautiful children, Elias is turning 3 in November, and Luna is just 4 months. And again, I have my Arbonne business, my community to thank for so much of this. And even just this past week, I was in California as one of 30 national vice presidents that we were at a summit, and we were focusing on the future of the company. And it took a while for me to sink in that, I was one of the 30 national vice presidents they invited. And as we were taking our photograph at our dinner, I was sandwiched between Cecilia Stoll and Linda Parker, 2 of the top income earners in the company who have been in the business forever. And I was like, I'm here with you guys. And it just, when Alex 13 years ago, if I could say to the version of myself 13 years ago, now, just trust me, believe that your life is going to be huge because of this business, if you run with this opportunity, I just don't know that I would have believed it. It's the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. It's given me more opportunity that I could have ever imagined. One of the first things I did when I was no longer working at the bar was I went to New York City and I took a musical theater acting class, and I have 2 left feet. I can't carry a tune. But I just love musical theater, and I was able to take the time. I didn't have to ask my boss if I could go on vacation. I went. I was able to work my business remotely. And I think back on the things that I have been able to do, and I'm 36 years old, and I feel like I've had the opportunity to do so much more by 36 than most people get to do in their lifetime. And I feel like I'm just getting started. And I'm so excited to share that with my family. And I'm so excited to continue to offer this opportunity to other people and show them that they can have a life beyond the status quo if you're willing to take on an opportunity that might feel like it's beyond the status quo. So I just want to say thank you again to the DSA for having me today. Congratulations to everyone who was nominated, to all of the award winners. It's a very special day, and I'm so honored to have been part of it. Thank you.
another round of applause for Alex. It's incredible what her yes has meant for her, but then for everyone else who has said yes after her. So just so incredible. There's so much room for personal growth with the industry that we're all a part of. I now have the honor of introducing our third speaker today from DSA Canada's fantastic member companies, and this company is near and dear to my heart. Please welcome Nicole Todd, Independent Advanced Director at Pampered Chef, to the stage.
How I can follow that, because I had to bring my notes. So hello, everyone. Thank you so much. It's a complete and utter honor to be here today. I'm Nicole Todd. I'm a consultant with Pampered Chef, and I've been with Pampered Chef for 11 years. Gosh, that sounds like a really long time. I actually said that the other day to one of my hosts, and she was amazed. I laughed, and I said to her, I'm a lifer. Because you see, when you find something that you love, and it fits in with your core values, it allows you to live a life that you wish it to be, why would you leave? Isn't the goal in life to work each day and not have it feel like it's work? When I was a teacher, that's what I used to say to my students. Find a job that you love. If you can't find a job, build a business, create one. If you love working on cars, build a business as a mechanic. If you love video games, become a video game tester. Figure it out. You know, in this day and age now, especially post-pandemic, I think we've all learned that you really can do whatever you want. You can make a business out of it as long as you're willing, and I'm appreciative of Alex saying this, to do the hard work. But the thing that I didn't really think about 11 years ago when I was teaching my kids this is that starting your own business, whether it be a brick and mortar or digital, can be really hard. It can be really expensive. It can be really time consuming because you're literally creating a product. You're creating your own website. You're marketing it, you're pricing it, and you're sourcing it. And with direct sales, we don't have to do any of that. The company that you partner with does a good chunk of that work. And thankfully, because at that point in my business, I would have bowed out. I wasn't up for that kind of thing. You know, 11 years ago, I walked into my business thinking that I was going to stay for 30 days. I was going to get the bar pan and the kit, and I was going to walk away. There was a slight inkling there about income tax business, but it was benefits, but truly it was like this little tiny inkling. At the time, you see, I had a 6-month at home. He was our very first, and I was in a new city. I didn't know anyone. I had never not worked since I was 15, and motherhood was actually quite straining on me. I was struggling, but at that point, it wasn't the lack of sleep. It was the lack of community. I was super lonely, but it wasn't until later on that I realized that that was what was lacking. Don't get me wrong, I have lots of friends, and the thing is, we were all living in motherhood, just trying to figure it out and get through day by day. Instead of gathering together, we kept ourselves on our own island without communicating about it. It was my husband that encouraged me. He said with his gentle nudge, give it a shot. You never know what's gonna happen if you don't give it a shot. Without his gentle nudge, I'd be back to work right now in the classroom, not realizing what our lives could actually be like with that little jump of faith, with a lot of belief and a lot of hard work. So shortly thereafter, I found out that I was pregnant with twins, 3 kids in less than 2 years. How the heck were we gonna make that work? You see, I'm the day-to-day finances person in our home. I know the cost of childcare, and 3 kids in daycare for 3 years, and then, you know, aftercare and before care, I would be literally leaving and dropping them off at 7 a.m. to pay for the childcare. At the time, my upline director and now good friend encouraged me, keep doing what you're doing and build a team. Encourage others to see the opportunity. Help others do what I'm doing as well. And as that dutiful gal that I am, I just did. I just did that. I had no idea really what I was doing. I just followed her lead and did what she said to do. And now we have a team across Canada of hundreds, women and men across Canada sharing the love of cooking and the tools that make it easier. It's funny how things kind of come full circle, eh? I was in one of my parent-teacher interviews, and one of the parents said to me, "Our daughter loves the biology class, but she thinks you need to do something in food. You always talk about cooking and baking, and you love it so much." I thought, wow, like a 16-year-old now with so much insight. I grew up in a very large extended family, Irish, Italian, and Polish. You know, all of the best food and drink cultures, in my opinion. When all 150 of us gather together, it's all about food. You know, when my husband first came to one of our very first family functions, he was amazed that our dessert table was just as long as the dinner table, right? And I have to say, it sure was, and it still is. We love to gather, and that stemmed from my gram. She was our gatherer. She was our matriarch. She came to Canada not knowing a soul and decided to build her own family here as a war bride from Ireland. And so they had 9 kids. You see, up until, January of 2020, I was what you would call an in-home consultant, which means I went into people's homes and we cooked together. We laugh, we joke, we cook, we bake, we eat, we shop, we have a blast. So many memories are created at our cooking parties. They are much like what it was like growing up with my mom and my grandma and my aunties and my cousins. A bunch of people gathered together in a kitchen, cooking, laughing, enjoying, and having a blast. You see, food brings people together. The kitchen is the heart of a home. And I'm so proud to say that with my business, I get to do that. I get to share in those memory creating. And virtually, we do it similar. We teach families recipes that they can make at home with their families. They can gather around the table or around the island and bring memories together. Isn't that what it's about? Creating memories with those that we love? Alongside my business, I've never had a job that created or gave me the perks that a Pampered Chef business allows us to have. You know, we get to travel every year with what we call our Pampered Chef family, and it's incredible. We get to see places that we wouldn't otherwise go to, like Budapest and Cabo, Disney World, Disneyland, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, the list goes on and on. And the great thing is we get to go as a team. And those trips are all about the experience, the fun, the friendships, and relaxation. My business has also allowed us to work from our other home. 7 years ago, with my Pampered Chef business, we bought a trailer in Muskoka, and now we spend most of our summers up north. It's allowed our children to grow up in a way that I wished I got to. Up there, we have an incredible community that we're building lifelong friendships. With the flexibility of having a virtual business, I can work from anywhere I want, as long as I have cell service. I can boldly say that the journey hasn't been without its struggles and obstacles. But honestly, my friends, is there anything in life that's worth it if there isn't a bump or an obstacle? Doesn't that make the rewards that much more sweet? I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be able to stand here to talk to all of you without the experiences and the professional development that my Pampered Chef and direct sales business has provided to myself. It's given me confidence and drive and ambition. It's given me the desire for more. It's given me the opportunity to expect more for myself, and it's given my family a mom home every day. It's shown our kids that whatever you set your mind to can happen with hard work and intentionality. You can pick a business that suits you. You can brand yourself as you want. You can stand out in a way that's different from other consultants because of your experience and your life. You get to serve people the way you want, and you get to choose how you're going to work, whether it be part-time or a hobby or an aspiring leader. You get to empower people in whatever sense that means to you. My passion and my mission is about gathering people together around the table, having the conversations. I'm all about teaching people that cooking doesn't have to be hard and drudgery. It can actually be joyful and fun. It doesn't need to be hard and difficult and a struggle. You know, I'm also about parents teaching their kids. That's the old teacher in me, right? Teaching your kids that they can cook. Independence is so important because we all have to eat, usually 3 times a day. Whatever joy you have, you can build it into a business. It's really a way for you to have the additional income and the perks of a side business or a full-time job. It can grow alongside you and your family, and the choice is truly yours, hearing how many direct sales businesses there are in Canada. So my friends, for those of you that are on the cusp or not sure what to do or how to do it, dive in and learn and figure out what adventure do you want to take. Thank you.
Everybody, please show your appreciation for Nicole. Thank you for sharing your personal story. You made me a little bit hungry with all this cooking talk. C'était formidable d'entendre comment l'opportunité de vente directe l'a aidé à développer ses compétences en affaires et dans la vie. Now, with our final 2 award presentations, please welcome to the Direct Sellers Day stage, Donna Pinsonneau, Chief Executive Officer at She's Got Legs, a DSA Canada member company. Welcome, Donna.
Thank you, Isabel, for the great welcome. I'm so excited to be here celebrating all this awesomeness today. Our 3rd award today is the Community Spirit Award. The Community Spirit Award honors an independent sales consultant whose charitable and community service efforts have made a profound difference in the lives of others. The direct selling industry and its members are recognized for their big hearts and community spirits. We are excited to honor those who are shining examples of these unique traits, which contribute to so very much in our industry. On the screen, you will see a list of the previous winners of the Community Spirit Award. Please recognize them with a round of applause. Let's now recognize the 5 finalists for this year's Community Spirit Award. They are Diana Thomas of Monet, Dorothy Norse of Mary Kay, Kit's Asuncion of USANA, Melanie Bartels of Arbonne, Nathalie Louiselle of Takara. Please show your appreciation for all of our finalists. And I'm excited to announce the winner of the 2022 Direct Seller Association Canada Community Spirit Award is Dorothy Norse of Mary Kay. I invite Dorothy to the stage to receive her award. Dorothy's charitable and community service efforts have made a profound difference in the lives of others. This is the 6th year that Dorothy is hosting her annual Garden Tea Party and Fashion Show, whose proceeds go to support the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation. Dorothy is also part of the Daughters of the Nile organization, benefiting the Shriners Hospital. Together, they have raised over $6 million for the hospitals and research center located in Montreal.
Someone else was up here earlier saying they're a crier. Guess what? So am I. I don't know where to start. Thank you for the DSA Canada for honoring this category, and of course for our general manager, Linda Rose and Mary Kay, for nominating me. A little bit about the backstory. I've been doing charity work of all kinds since I was little. And I started with the Daughters of the Nile and the Karnak ladies, where we used to help the Shriners raise money the Karnak Shriners to raise money for the hospital. And we were doing tea parties and bridge parties for like over 200 people twice a year. So I had the tea party in my head. And then a friend of mine is a designer, and Holly, and she was gifted some fabric and wanted to do something with it. So we got together and decided we'd do a tea party and a fashion show. And that was 6 years ago. We did it for 3 years in person, and the amount of money that we actually raised in those 3 years went back to a domestic shelter that was in our area. Not my money, of course, but it came back to us, so everybody was really excited. And then, of course, COVID hit us, and we went into Zoom. And that first year after Zoom was done, we were like ecstatic because we'd actually completed it. And this year we actually went duo. We did a recorded live in front of a studio audience, and then we're going to put it on Zoom so people from all across Canada can join us. So far we've raised $16,420 to give to the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation. So we raise funds for the Look Good, Feel Better program and the domestic violence shelters. And it's so, like I said, here I go crying again. It's so rewarding to see where the money is going, because Look Good, Feel Better wouldn't, it works from the volunteers and the money that's raised. They don't get money from the government. And the same as the shelters, so thank you.
Congratulations, Dorothy, for all that you do. Our final award today is the Direct Seller of the Year Award. This award honors an independent sales consultant who has made an outstanding contribution to the success of their company and team during the past year. They have demonstrated this through an innovative initiative or program that contributed to sales successes and positive industry awareness. This is another award that we have introduced this year, and we are really excited to begin a new tradition as it truly speaks to the meaning of the mission of the Direct Sellers Day. The finalists for this year's Direct Seller of the Year Award are Claudine Ouellette of Avon, Marie-Yves Bergeron of USANA, Melissa Boucher of Monet, Sarianne Fortin of Mary Kay, Tracy Zimmer of Sengens, and the winner of the 2022 Direct Seller Association Canada Direct Seller of the Year Award is Tracy Zimmer from Sengens. I'd invite Tracy to the stage to receive her award. Tracy is Sengens' top independent sales consultant in Canada in total income for 2022 to date. Crucially, over the past year, Tracy has played a key role in developing a creative outreach program to support orphan sellers, the independent sales consultants that no longer have uplines across Canada and beyond. Tracy is also a committed supporter of Sengens' Make Sense Foundation and regularly posts training and support videos for the benefit of all independent sales consultants.
Oh my gosh. I really wish I would have thought of something to say on the way here. I was not expecting this. I'm so completely honored. This is incredible. I think it's amazing to see the potential that in this room alone, like it's been so inspiring to sit here and network with people and hear everyone's stories. And
it's just a true testament to the power of direct sales. There's a place for everyone, and there's a place for all of us to live the life of our dreams. And I think for so many of us, we maybe feel lost or we don't know, what our true purpose is, and we come into direct sales, and what I love about it is there's a space for everyone to help lift each other up and support each other and find your footing. And I feel so lucky to be able to do that with Senegence. I've been with Senegence for just over 5 years now, and 5 years ago when I started, I was a completely different person. I was painfully shy. Like, if I don't even know if I would have been able to actually step into this room 5 years ago. So I think it's so easy to think about the financial benefits or the time freedom benefits that come with direct sales, but that is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're able to achieve in direct sales: the personal growth, the confidence, the friendships, the ability to help other people, to meet mentors, to be examples for our family. It's so incredible, and I feel so proud and honored to be up here today. And I think the best thing about direct sales and the best thing about me being with Senegence is my success is the sum of so many people. I think we can all agree that we didn't get to where we are today on our own. And I just want to take a quick second and thank some of the people that helped me get here today. I have to thank my team, the Queen Bees. They are the #1 team in Canada, and they're my biggest cheerleaders. My Sena sisters in Canada and around the world who are watching me today, my husband, Mark, and my daughter, Bria. They're the reason I do everything. My family, my friends, our CEO and founder, Joni Rogers-Conte, and the heartbeat of Senegence Canada, Randy Paris, and of course, everyone at the DSA. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations, Tracy. We're so excited for you.
What an incredible afternoon. Would you all agree? Congratulations to all of our award nominees, our finalists, and our winners. Thank you to our speakers and our presenters, and thanks for our amazing audience, both in the room here and via our live stream. We really appreciate all of the participation that you've all had. This is Direct Sellers Day, but really every day should be Direct Sellers Day when you think about the stories that are within this room and the stories that are still to be made. I love what one of the recent speakers said about there truly is room for everyone. So be proud to share all of your stories of growth and achievement, and share other people's stories too. You never know what your invitation to someone else might mean to them, and they could be up on the stage and not know it. And I do need to remind you, for a chance to win one of 4 $200 Visa gift cards, don't forget to do one of the following today. You need to share your own It's Personal story using our customizable tools that are available on DSA Canada's website, dsa.ca. Tag DSA Canada, use your hashtags, hashtag DSD2022, hashtag It's Personal, or hashtag DSA Canada. Take that DSA Canada Code of Ethics quiz to receive a quiz completion certificate, which you can share on your socials today. And then, of course, the gift card winners will be announced tomorrow. So thank you very much also. Can we just give a big round of applause for the organizers of this event as well? And on behalf of Isabel and myself and the entire DSA community, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you all again soon.